this week: Presidency driving reforms to attract investment, global air cargo volumes dip in May, and last week's top stories. As usual, links to the articles below. In your Airfreight trade brief for this week, on the export side, United Cargo flights have started ex-Johannesburg with daily departures. Swiss World Cargo will have an additional flight on a day 5 throughout June. Turkish Cargo new departure days ex-Joburg are a day 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and ex-Cape Town are day 3, 5 and 6. Astral Aviation have changed their ground handling agent to Menzies from 1 June. Qatar Cargo resume their flights to Sharjah and Abidjan on 15 June, and Emirates Sky Cargo will resume their flights to Birmingham on 15 June. The Turkish cargo market rates have changed effective 2 June. On the import side, the government in New Zealand provided funding to the carriers during the COVID-19 lockdown, which limited the losses in revenue for carriers and businesses alike. More capacity is becoming available to the market, allowing freight rates to stabilise and a better opportunity to offer rates with validity. However, on the high side, the rates seem to remain valid for longer periods of time, allowing for opportunities to secure business. The airfreight market in France is also stabilising, as informed by our partner. Rate validity has been extended, with more and more capacity becoming available. Although still constrained and not what it used to be, carriers are offering negotiated rates where they deem necessary. With our weekly console from Paris to Johannesburg, we are able to offer you negotiated rates on our console. Rates ex-Italy are much the opposite to New Zealand and France, whereby they are in a constant state of flux. Carriers are not able to validate rates for long periods and are requesting that rates be offered on a case-by-case basis. With our weekly console, we are able to offer you a solution. Inquire now with your local CFR freight office for rates and bookings on any of these services. On your market news side, from an article from Air Cargo News, the recovery of the air cargo market appeared to stall in May, with the latest figures from Clive Data Services. The data provider's figures show that air cargo demand dropped by 4% in May compared to the same month in 2019. The dynamic load factor in May stood at 69%, which is 7 percentage points higher than in 2019, but is down 2% on April and 4 percentage points on March. Air freight rates, which peaked in early May, fell away towards the end of the month. As always, select global national holidays for the upcoming week can be found below.
Hello and welcome to your Ocean Trade Brief. Heading into the last month of the second quarter of the year, we continue to see a global trend of equipment shortages, port congestion and carrier capacity constraints, and this may worsen going on into the third quarter. Carrier schedules remain volatile on a majority of trades, with carrier service amendments being announced on a frequent basis. There has been an increase in vessel crews being affected by COVID-19, resulting in vessels being quarantined, which further impact vessel capacities and delays. Increasing COVID-19 cases in the Far East are hampering port and terminal performance in some areas, with Shenzhen, Xiwan, Yantian and Shekou terminals being most severely affected at this time. A quick update on the Ital Libero, whose captain passed away mid-service due to COVID-19. The vessel is en route to Italy to repatriate the body. Hapag Lloyd and One Line principals are meeting today to discuss what to do with the containers on board that were originally destined for Singapore some months ago. And in more upbeat news, CFR Freight and our partners SSC Consolidation are announcing a new weekly service direct from Le Havre into Durban as of week 23. Contact your local CFR sales representative for more information and bookings. This has been CFR Freight News. We'll see you next week.